Sam Douglas out front. Kellen Murphy in second. The 3 of James Marsh in that third spot. Opening night's feature winner in that third spot there. But right now it is Sam Douglas out front who got the heat race win on opening night. Kellen Murphy in 11 sitting there in second. Marsh in third. We got a good race back there for fourth between the 15. Jedrick Snyder, Sidler, and the 87 of Gabriel Smith. Caution is out. 3 laps have been completed. Green flag is back here with Douglas leading in turn number 2. Murphy in the 11 right there in second. Here comes Marsh making a move on the inside of Murphy. And Marsh is going to go off the track, come back on the track. We're staying green. And Marsh making a move on there on the inside of Murphy, but got introduced to the infield there. White flag is in the air one more time around for the 7 of Sam Douglas. We'll see if the 11 of Murphy has anything. And here comes Murphy on the inside. Here we go out of turn number 3 and 4 out the line. It's going to be the 11 of Kellen Murphy. Sam Douglas finishing second. And James Marsh finishing third. The 15 of flag this time. Out front is Jaden Smith out front. Here we go, the 12 of the Rand Purdue in that 12 machine in second. The 1 of Gary Barrows in third. Out front is still that Jaden Smith with a 0.019 lead in front of that 12 machine. Devran Durdu in that 12, but Jaden Smith on that inside. What a heat race here. It's going to be a new race leader. The 12 jumps up there in front of Smith. But we're still staying green. White flag is in the air one more time around for Jaden Smith. The 12 of Devran DeRue in second, the 1 of Gary Barrows in third. Out front is the 7 of Rick Morrow in that 7 machine. Paul Yackel and Jed Rogers battling there side by side for second. Rogers has the advantage going into turns 3 and 4. As right now it is Morrow, Rogers, Yackel and Brown, and Don Rogers in the 74, your top 5. Rick Morrow, a debut driver, rookie driver, passer in that 7 machine out front with Jed Rogers in second. The 00 of Bill Brown in third. And here comes Dan Newell on the inside of the 17 of Paul Yackel. Like I said, Dan Newell, the son of the General Giant, J.C. Newell, who has played it on racing with us this season. Got held up with a medical episode at the beginning of the season. Hoping to have him back before the end of the season if the doctors allow him. But right now it is all Rick Morrow out front. 5 laps in, 3 more laps to go. Here comes Rogers. Rogers was looking on that high side, but nothing there for him as Morrow has been holding his line pretty good in that 7 machine. But here comes Rogers on that outside. Does he have anything for Morrow? At the line, will we have a new race leader? We do. Jed Rogers jumps up there to that first spot now, your new race leader. Rick Morrow drops back to second with Bill Brown in the 00 coming on fast with the 7 of Rick Morrow in front of him. White flag will be in the air one more time around. Here we go. Here comes Brown. Does he have anything for Morrow? Look at this race for second, as it's going to be Jed Rogers, your winner. Rick Morrow, what a run for him, coming home in second. The 00 the better Hazel in that Ford machine of Josh Hazel, as green flag is in the air. Oh, here we go. Hazel and Eden battling there for the lead side by side. Oh, hold on to it. As lap number 1 will go to the 4 of Josh Hazel. The 03 of Ed, the Chili Man Mangus second. The 27 of Dakota Scrivener in third. We'll hold on to it. Klingberg in that 57 machine. Right now it is all Hazel out front. Josh Hazel, Ed Mangus in second. The 27 of Dakota Scrivener in that third spot. Josh Hazel out front. Ed Mangus in second. The 27 Dakota Scrivener in third. Look at that race there for second. Dakota Scrivener on that outside of Mangus has the advantage going into turns number 3 and 4. As Scrivener now jumps up to that second spot. We got debris in turns 3 and 4. It's a tire. I think it might be from the 0. In the air. Look at the battle there for second between Scrivener and Mangus, with Josh Hazel out front. Scrivener in the 27. Sitting there in second. Ed Mangus in the 03. Sitting there in third, but here comes the 57 of Kuchenberg. Looks like trouble might be for the 03 of Mangus with one more lap to go. Checker flag is in the air for the 4 of Josh Hazel, 27 Dakota Scrivener in second. Green flag is in the air. There we go. Out front now, 44, Jim Flannery. Here comes the 69 of Ben Scott. And look at this. We got some mayhem going on in the middle of the pack. As hold on to it, Hazel. He's going fishtail in turn number 4. My goodness gracious, this is a fun class. If you're looking to get into racing right here, this Crown Vic class is the way to go. Very cheap and very fun. Right now it is the 89 out front of Ben Scott, your leader. The 12 of Gilbert Wiegand in second with the 63 of Darren Moyers moving up that third spot. Matt Hazel up there, and we've got a spinner. And we'll watch it here. Yellow is not out. Yellow is not out. It'll be the 69 out front still, or excuse me, the 89. Ben Scott. 63 of Darren Moyers in second. The 5 of Matt Hazel in that third spot. 4 laps in, 4 more laps to go. As right now it is all Ben Scott out front. The 63 of Darren Moyers in second. The 5 of Matt Hazel in third. Ben Scott out in front. Darren Moyers in second. Matt Hazel in that third spot with Douglas Legan in fourth. Hayden Smith in fifth. And Jen Flannery in that sixth spot. 6 laps in. 2 more laps to go with Darren Moyers in that 63. Now we'll go on the inside, making a move for the lead. As they go into turns number 3 and 4. Hazel's going to follow him as well. Will we see a 3 wide for the lead? It is your new race leader. Darren Moyers moves up to that first spot. Ben Scott drops to second. Matt Hazel got on there for third. White flag is in the air one more time around. Here we go. And 63 of Darren Moyers, your heat race winner. Ben Scott second. Matt Hazel coming on third. Delbert Legan coming on win out fourth. Chris Johnson out front, that 00. Mike Shaddy in second with Don Brandon, the 71. Sitting there in third, the 01 of Tony Johnson in fourth. As that number 1 will go to the 00, Chris Johnson. It's Chris Johnson, Mike Shaddy, and Don Morant in that third spot. Hold on to it, Shaddy. As Johnson's out front, your leader. 4 laps in, 4 more laps to go. It's coming down the front stretch. It's going to be the 00, Chris Johnson still out front. Mike Shaddy in second. The 71, Don Morant in third. Chris Johnson still out front. Mike Shaddy in second. Don Morant in the 71 in that third spot. With the 01 of Tony Johnson in fourth. White flag is in the air one more time around for the Martins one stop. Street stop, heat race number 1. And checkered flag is in the air for the second. Corey Hinton out front, earlier the double 8. The 88 of Michael Jurgensen in second, the 8 of Aaron Wilkie in third. Nick Cherry in the 27 in that fourth spot, with the 43 of Charles Appleby in fifth. Right now it is all the 0 Corey Hinton out front. As it's Corey Hinton, Mike Jurgensen close battle there for lap number 2, as Jurgensen was just 0.044 seconds short, but he has the advantage now going into turns 3 and 4. Out of 4, it will be the 88 of Michael Jurgensen, your new race leader. Corey Hinton drops back to second. Aaron Wilkie sitting there in that third spot, with Nick Cherry in the 27 and Charles Appleby in fifth. Michael Jurgensen out front still, your leader. Here comes Aaron Wilkie, trying to make a move on the inside of the 0 Corey Hinton. 4 laps in, 4 more laps to go. The race for second is tightened up as they're side by side coming out of 4, but it's going to still be Corey Hinton in that second spot. Here comes the 8 of Aaron Wilkie, but Hinton holding his line there on the outside lane in the turns 1 and 2. Here we go in 3 and 4. It's still Jurgensen out front. Hinton in second and Wilkie in third. White flag is in the air one more time around. As coming out of the 88 of Michael Jurgensen, 0 Corey Hinton just barely getting second. Green flag is in the air. Side by side, the 48 of Justin Blake on the outside with the 27 of Joe Ross on the inside. Here comes Justin Blake. What a great move there made by Justin. As he comes just short, he's sitting there in that second spot. But here comes the 73 of Trenton Masters on that inside of the 48 machine. Trenton Masters in his second season in the late models. Right now it's all these 27 of Joe Ross, the 73 of Trent Masters sitting there in second. Here comes Masters looking there on the inside. What a run from Masters. Side by side in turn number 2 as Masters has the advantage going down the backstretch. And we'll see if we got a new race leader come out of 4. Looks like we do. The 73 of Trent Masters with new race leader with 4 more laps to go. Trent Masters out front, that's 73. Joe Ross in the 27 in second. The 48 of Justin Blake in third. White flag is in the air one more time around. As it will be the 73 of Trent Masters getting the heat race win in Hilltop Ranch late model heat race number 1. Joe Ross coming in second, Justin Blake coming. Out front, Bill Bates in second, the 98 of Ryan Shanks in third. As here comes the 91 of Dylan Bates, with Jimmy Foam pulling away down the backstretch with Bates right there in second. Jimmy Fallon out front. The Dylan Bates in the 91 in second. And the 98 of Ryan Shanks in that third spot. Dylan Bates out front, your new race leader with Jimmy Fallon in second and the 98 of Ryan Shanks in third. White flag is in the air one more time around. Checkered flag is in the air for the 91 of Dylan Bates. Jimmy Fallon second. Ryan Shanks coming home in third.